Okay, so today I want to talk about how you get the fundamentals right in your remodeling business. So I see time and time again business owners talking about, nice softwares that they have, different tips and tricks that they do that really just move the needle, maybe 0.5%, 1%, something like that. But for the most part, they don't have the fundamentals absolutely locked down. And if you can do this, then you can, absolutely skyrocket your business just by making a few small changes. So this is super important because obviously if you don't have these and you don't see your business in this kind of way of thinking, you don't understand the fundamentals and really try to improve the fundamentals every single day, then you are leaving tons of money on the table. And if you have competitors that do understand these things, then you're going to be at a pretty big disadvantage. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Ben Lister. I work with remodeling businesses, construction businesses, contractors to help them to crack the code of marketing so that they have an excess of customers available to them. So the first thing to really understand is that when it comes to any service-based business, really, particularly remodeling businesses, appointments, sales opportunities, these are the lifeblood of the business. So if you don't have these, the business cannot grow. And this is really where you start to scale things up, where you basically make your money. And if you're not generating appointments, if you're not increasing the amount of appointments that you are generating, then you're plateauing basically, and you're not going to be advancing. You're not going to be making more money year on year. And there's an idea in business that is very popular that basically just means that you should never stop prospecting. Now, what this means is that basically, no matter if you are completely booked, if you have, every slot available, every single employee that you have is completely worked to the bone, you should still be looking for additional customers in months to come. And you should never really slow down your prospecting. I see time and time again where business owners talk about the fact that they don't want more customers, or they're not interested in increasing things, or, different strategies to, improve their marketing because they're fine right now. But that won't be the case all the time. A lot of different areas, if businesses are in different areas, different states, work can be seasonal as well. There's different factors such as, different holidays, different financial situations, all kind of stuff like that. And the moment that you take your foot off the gas and you stop trying to bring in new leads, you stop trying to bring in these appointments, that's when you leave yourself vulnerable. So when these appointments eventually do stop, to get them back together, you've got to take a bit of time. It really there's a bit of a lag when it comes to actually generating appointments. If we were to start generating leads today through, advertisements or anything like that, we would start, and then basically 2 weeks later, we might have appointments for that. So for example, if you just all of a sudden, lose a couple of jobs, you have some appointments cancel on you, basically the appointments that were going to be there are now no longer there. By the time we start these new strategies up, or we start to generate these appointments again through strategies that you've ran in the past, we're talking maybe 2 weeks, if not more, where there's a bit of uncertainty there. And this is really, damaging to the business, and it's going to cause you to plateau. And then another fundamental really of any service-based business is that it's really a sales business, right? If you are selling a service, the number one things that matters is your actual ability to go and create sales opportunities, and then your ability to close those. The service that you have and the quality of the product that you sell is incredibly important. However, if you aren't able to sell this effectively, if you cannot do the fundamentals right, if you can't generate appointments, on a consistent basis, then when it comes down to it, you're going to be beaten by your competitors who actually can do that. Because at the end of the day, the business is defined on basically how much money the company brings in. I'm sure there's other factors involved, how many employees you have, the actual work that you do. But at the end of it, the ultimate goal is to create profit and to generate revenue. And those businesses that nail the sales problem and have this locked down, and actually, this is their main selling point of the business, the thing that really is the best thing that they do, those are the ones that will succeed. And I know this is something that a lot of remodeling business owners don't really like. They don't even they don't really want to contemplate, but sales is the most important department of your business. For all the reasons that I just mentioned, it's great to have a good service, and it's great to have a good product. And obviously, that can bring in a lot of referrals. But when it comes down to it, if you want to grow, if you want to expand, if you want to keep those customers coming in no matter what, if you have a good sales system in place, good marketing and a sales system in place, then there is nothing stopping you. You could sell a product that is slightly subpar. If you have a hit in your reputation, if you have some jobs that go wrong or anything like that, you can get yourself out of it with good marketing and good sales. Whereas, if you have, you rely on the fact that your product is the best out there, and you have the best service, you have the best employees,